So simple.
I know, right? But Val was like totally skeptical at first.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, it's natural when you're struggling with serious issues.
Mm.
The idea that something that simple could actually help it can almost feel
Yeah,
like someone's dismissing how much pain you're in, you know?
totally. But here's where it gets interesting, despite not believing it,
Yeah.
this idea just kept like popping into her head.
Uh,
And maybe you felt this too, like this fear of missing out on something important.
mm-hmm.
Like maybe this was a sign she shouldn't ignore.
Right.
So she figured, hey, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
She decided to give it a shot for just 1 week.
That's a good approach. I think a lot of people get caught up in
Totally.
thinking they have to commit for like months or years or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
when really just trying something out for a short period can make it seem way less scary.
It's just like dipping your toe in the water,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So, okay, experiment time. Val, being mindful of her budget, heads to the dollar store,
Yeah.
the Five Below.
Oh, yeah.
And she picks out this little pink furry journal.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
And pink was her favorite color.
Yeah.
So I think that says something. You know?
Yeah, I think it does.
And she wasn't like approaching this with like a super deep understanding of gratitude or whatever.
Mm.
She just called it her mindset journal.
Oh, so it was more like an intuitive thing?
Totally. It wasn't about like following strict rules or anything. It
Yeah.
was just her trying something out
Mm-hmm.
that kind of spoke to her,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So she has her journal and she's all in.
Yeah.
She even slept with it in a pen like right next to her bed.
Wow, she was serious.
But then she wakes up that first morning and tries to think of things she's grateful for. And it was like harder than she expected.
Yeah.
Her mind was just filled with all these negative thoughts.
Yeah, that's a really important point.
Oh, for sure.
When you're stuck in that negative thinking pattern,
Mm-hmm.
even noticing good things can be like
Yeah.
a huge effort.
Totally. It's like you have to
You have to really work at it.
force yourself to see the good stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't just happen automatically.
Exactly. But she kept at it. Her first entries were about like the most basic things you can imagine.
Really?
Like seeing sunlight through the blinds,
Okay.
having food in the fridge,
Yeah.
being able to breathe, like things we totally take for granted every
Yeah.
single day.
We do, right? It's like we don't even think about those things.
Yeah, they're just there.
But when you actually stop and think about it,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing.
And it's funny because in those first few days, she didn't notice a big change.
Mm-hmm.
But then like around day 4 or 5, she started to feel a little bit better, like a tiny little lift.
Mm.
And her reaction, you know what it was?
What?
She didn't believe it.
She didn't.
She was like, no way is this really happening. Like, how could something this simple
Yeah.
actually make a difference?
It's funny how our brains work, right?
Right.
We're so conditioned to believe that big changes
It's
require
a big effort.
massive action.
Or like some crazy external event.
Exactly. But the power of doing small things consistently,
Totally.
it's so often overlooked, you
Mhm.
know?
And we always want those like
Complicated solutions.
complex solutions.
When sometimes the answer is right there in front of us in the little things.
Totally.
Yeah.
So anyway, she decides to keep going.
Okay.
She puts off what she was planning to do. And she's like, okay, I'm going to do this gratitude thing for another week.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of that second week, there was like no denying it.
Oh,
She felt so much better. And here's the key.
what's that?
She started actually looking for things to be grateful for throughout the day.
Oh, wow.
Like almost as fuel for her journaling the next morning.
So she was actively looking for the good.
Totally.
I love that.
And that's when that positive feedback loop starts to kick in.
Absolutely. Like the more you look for the good,
Mm-hmm.
the more you find it.
And the more you find it,
And then the better you feel.
and then the more you want to keep doing it,
Mm.
it's like this amazing cycle.
Arduous cycle, yeah.
Exactly. And it became like a routine for her.
Oh.
Like she made it a morning appointment with her gratitude journal.
Right.
And she would wait until the next morning to actually write down the good things that happened the day before.
So she was building anticipation.
Yeah, like a little bit of excitement for it.
And I think that also keeps you mindful throughout the day, right? Like knowing you're going to be reflecting on those good things later
Mm-hmm.
might encourage you to be more present in those moments when they're actually happening.
You're like more tuned in to the good stuff.
Absolutely.
And so the long-term impact, get this,
Okay.